So the result, the margin 8 wickets, more a skirmish than a war, and not surprisingly the man of the match was Shane Warne.
Shane, congratulations on another marvellous performance.
Yeah, obviously I woke up this morning and wanted to make amends for the last World Cup final.
For today's action between wickets, highlighted play of the first day of the first test, England against New Zealand. The innings next. Now, Channel 4 proudly welcomes you to Test cricket, the first in the series between England and New Zealand. From Edgbaston, Mark Nicholas.
Yes!
It's going to be the biggest day of my life so far. It's going to be hugely exciting, great honour, walking out, whether it be batting or bowling, leader of your country. It's the highest pinnacle, and I intend to enjoy it.
The first day of the Test series between England and New Zealand, and quite a day for Nasser Hussain, captain of England for the first time. And quite a day for all of us at Channel 4 as well, as we welcome you to Edgbaston for the first of these early evening highlight shows that we'll be bringing you throughout the summer. Now, I've got two guests with me in the studio this evening. Philip Tufnell, who's made a tremendous return to the England side after a fair layoff, and another spinner that we know very well indeed, Richie Benaud. We'll hear plenty from them later in the programme. Now, it was a cloudy and dampish sort of morning in Birmingham. The pitch looked pretty good, but Steve Rouse, the groundsman, made a point that there was a little more moisture under the surface than ideally he would have liked. The two captains made it to the middle for the toss. One got the impression that neither was entirely sure which way to go. Stephen Fleming won it, and it was a little bit of a surprise, I think, when he chose to bat first. Let's have a look first at the England side. Butcher, Stewart, Hussain, Thorpe, Ramprakash, a new cap, Aftab Habib. Another new cap, Chris Reed, the wicketkeeper from Nottinghamshire. Andrew Caddick recalled. Alex Tudor, Alan Mullally and Phil Tufnell recalled as well. There was a nice little scene out in the middle just as play was about to get underway. Chris Reed on the left, Aftab Habib on the right, getting their caps from Nasser Hussain, the England captain. Much excitement all around then. There are the New Zealanders. Matthew Horne and Roger Toos will open the batting. Astle, Fleming, McMillan form the core there in the upper middle order. Parorore and Cairns, the all-rounders. Dion Nash, Daniel Vittori, the left-arm spinner. Jeff Allott, who bowled well in the World Cup. And Simon Doull as well. Right then, a new captain for England, new management as well, and a new programme for Channel 4 to enjoy. In other words, a great deal of anticipation here at Edgbaston. We pick up play bang on 11 o'clock, and in the commentary box, Ian Smith and Richie Benaud.
All in readiness now for the start of this first Test match between England and New Zealand. Umpire Buckner is the umpire at the bowler's end. The bowler will be Alan Mullally, left-arm paceman, who has shown great improvement in the last 12-15 months. And he's going to be bowling to Roger Toos, who's gone in first with Matthew Horne. First ball of the match.
I don't think we've ever seen a younger looking debutant in Test cricket. A marvellous occasion for him.
First blood to Alan Mullally. A great performance, a wonderful start for England under their new captain and with a new look team. And a way swinger to the left-hander, Roger Toos, the outside edge, and the first wicket goes down. Toos for a duck in this opening over.
And Stephen Fleming's initial plan has backfired. New Zealand, no runs and 1 wicket.
New batsman Stephen Fleming coming out to replace Roger Toos, another left-hander. Nice shot. Just eased away beautifully. It's one of Fleming's favourite strokes. Looked like a Phil Tufnell slide down there, and so it was. Now that's beautifully bowled. That is the classic delivery. Not much Matthew Horn could do about that. The left armour pushing it away, cutting it as far as a spinner could spin it.
Now, that's the ideal length for this pitch. That is mighty close. It's gone. Done it. Caddick got it pitched up. That's the key thing. It's worked for him. That is an important breakthrough for England. It's been a difficult half an hour, this, as New Zealand have played pretty well. England have bounced back.
Absolutely, Plum. I think Caddick has bowled this over pitch further up.
Matthew Horn's gone for 12. It's 19 for 2. You might be wondering what the line is going down the pitch. Well, this is a device just to help show whether or not the ball has hit the batsman between wicket and wicket. That blue line there runs from one wicket to the other. And as you can see, that has hit the batsman on the pad in line between wicket and wicket, and in the umpire's view would have gone on to hit the stumps. Nathan Astle is the new batsman for the New Zealanders. A very interesting player, natural attacking player. Hasn't been in especially good form on this tour so far. It's nicely played. Very good use of the feet. It's quite difficult when you first go in to get the feet going. Astle's done it nicely. Such good timing from Nathan Astle. And he doesn't quite get 4. That's a good chase, long chase for Habib, and a lovely return from Mullally. That's good teamwork. Nicely played, whipped away. Fleming started well today. And one of the things he'll quickly learn is bad balls at this level of the game nearly always go to the boundary.
Fine shot. Good timing. Ball wasn't necessarily on or outside leg stump. That's beautifully bowled. Lift and movement off the seam as well. 46 for 2, and Fleming remains on 22. It's a good Yorker, an even better shot. Fleming has timed that perfectly. 50 up for New Zealand now, the loss of 2 wickets. Beautifully done. Now that's well bowled. Tudor has got that to dart away from Stephen Fleming, who's in good form, and that's the key to that dismissal. A bowler has pitched it in exactly the right spot. Fleming has been forced to play at it, and Graham Thorpe has picked up his second catch of the morning. That's excellent cricket from England.
Well, this is a great delivery from Tudor. You can see the movement off the seam. Finds the edge. Graham Thorpe, safe hands at first slip. And It's a vital breakthrough. Stephen Fleming was looking in very good form. He's now gone for 27.
New batsman for New Zealand is Craig McMillan, a very talented right-hander.
New innovation here this year for Channel 4 is the snickometer. And this confirms the fact that indeed Stephen Fleming got a good chunk of this one. You can see the deviation, but on the left of the screen, it's almost like on the earthquake, the Richter scale, and that measured very high. Big shout here, and Peter Willey takes a good long look, and Craig McMillan takes a good long look at Peter Willey.
I think it was pitched outside off stump. Look at this. Look, this is the grey line. Just pitched outside, and he was a bit high as well.
In the air and over the top of mid-on. There's a tall man there, but not good enough to get anywhere near that. It was well timed. Edge, and didn't quite carry. Just short of third slip. The captain was almost in business.
Just pitched short of Nasser Hussain. Good try though.
Nicely timed. Just a little bit of movement into the right-hander, and that'll go all the way. Valuable runs for the New Zealand cause. And that's beautifully played off the back foot from Astle. Beats Gully and beats the chaser. Again, short, wide, and gone. Past point. Edge, and he's gone. Nathan Astle. And the young wicketkeeper, Chris Reid, is in the ledger. That is a huge wicket for England, and it has now been a huge morning.
It has been a huge morning. This is the length I was talking about. You should pitch there, just up, let them drive. There was a great ball. It was swinging, nicked it straight to the keeper. First catch for Chris Reid in Test cricket. He must be thrilled.
That couldn't have come at a better time for England. A plus point too for Nasser Hussain for giving Mark Butcher that bowl. The commentators, incidentally, there, who will be with us for the summer, Wasim Akram and Ian Smith. There's the lunchtime scorecards. 75 for 4. McMillan and Cairns, the men, unbeaten. No score for twos. Horn 12, Fleming 27 and Astle 26. Having a look at the England bowlers, they all did pretty well. A wicket each for the four seamers that were used. Mullally, Caddick, Tudor and Butcher. Right, well, I mentioned we had Richie Benaud and Phil Tufnell with us in the studio. Let's begin with the test. We've made it to lunchtime on the first day, and England are going very well. 74. Alan Mullally is bowling to Chris Cairns, and in the commentary box, Ian Smith and Richie Benaud.
Almost a wonderful catch. It was a great effort from Graham Thorpe. He's not all that tall, and he had to get up a long, long way there. It looked instantly as though he had no chance even of touching it.
Well, he's held on to two already this morning. They were orthodox catches, but that would have been an absolute beauty.
It's beautifully bowled by Caddick. Certainly some swing out there now. Might be that some of the lacquer has gone from the ball. One side might be more shine than the other. Well, all the indications are that was a chance. It'd be the second one given by Cairns in 2 overs, if that were so.
There's a low full toss, and he hit it pretty firmly, and indeed it was.
It looked as though it might have come from inside edge onto foot. That's the one. Keep him on the back foot. Don't let him start driving. And then give him the one that cuts away. That was a beautiful ball. Four more. That was a more authentic stroke. Looked as though well, it didn't come off the middle of the bat. It was more middle than anywhere else. As I was saying, to his credit, has decided to attack. He's pulled in gully and point.
Yes!
And produced a piece of fielding that might well have brought the run out. It was a good, quick single call, but it needed to be a bit quicker than that.
Yeah.
$100 up for New Zealand. Put on the pace since lunch. They've played and missed. Got a few edges, but they're still there, Cairns and McMillan, and now the hundreds come up 101 for 4.
Well done. Very good reward. Clever bit of cricket from CADDICK. He hit the pitch very hard there. Always a big thing to get rid of Chris Cairns.
Well, it's been a fine spell from Andy CADDICK, and this is a fine delivery. That ball really bouncing, climbing, hitting Cairns on the bottom hand. He doesn't know where it's gone. It's gone straight up in the air. CADDICK, simple catch in his follow-through. Chris Cairns has gone for 17. New Zealand now 103 for 5.
Adam PARORE is the new batsman, wicketkeeper batsman, gritty player. Brilliantly done. As good a catch at first slip as you could ever hope to see. Graham Thorpe, the man, and the end for Craig McMillan.
Fine bowling from CADDICK. Bouncing on McMillan, just opened the face a little bit. Tried to cover the movement, and that is a good catch. Low to his left.
Dion Nash, the all-rounder, is the new batsman for New Zealand. Good pace from Alex Tudor, and it's very nice to see a bowler straight into his stride.
Edge, and where did that go? It's gone straight past Alex Stewart, who completely has lost it. Alex Tudor can't believe it. Alex Stewart has gone to his right. The ball, quite clearly, has gone to his left. Now this time over the top. PARORE, a little bit of width, a little bit of bounce, and a shot with more control. A little bit of good fortune for Nash. Will bring him 4 runs. It's gone past gully. It was a loosener, and it got the treatment.
Doesn't matter how athletic you are, you've no chance if the ball is timed that well. Very good cricketer, Adam PARORE. Around about, I'd say 2/3 full the ground here at Edgbaston today. And that'll be enough of an audience to excite Philip Tufnell, who's into the attack for the first time. A slip and a short leg, the close fielders. Oh, and he's on the mark straight away. What a lovely start.
Beautiful start by Phil Tufnell. The ball drifting into PARORE. Went straight on. Nearly a wicket with his first ball.
super shot. All you do is pick the gap, make sure you time it, and that's all that PARORE did. And that brings up the 50 partnership between PARORE and Nash. Again, bowled that ball a little slower, and 3 times so far that TUFNELL has given the ball some air. He's caused confusion in the batting ranks. Now, that might have been a chance. Difficult one. Very, very low. And I reckon an inside edge on it.
Good bowling by TUFNELL, but Nash has gone back to a ball he should have gone forward to. I think there was an inside edge or a bottom edge on that.
Now, it'll be quite interesting to see whether Nash did get an inside edge here. Watch the oscillograph on the right of the frame. And there's the movement. First line on the left of the two is the definite edge. Bat is a long way away from pad there. And then the rush of movement on the right of the two there is the ball hitting Chris Reed's gloves. PARORE on strike to Mullally, and he's got away with it. Thrashed it away. Snickometer already causing a fair bit of conversation, at least here amongst Philip Tufnell and Richie Bennett. 166 for 6 at tea. I thought PARORE played extremely well. He's a fighter, and he is typical of the qualities that make New Zealand a hard side to beat. 14 for Dean Nash. He was doing a good job as well. The England bowlers, well, they had a wicket each at lunchtime, and 2 added by Andrew Caddick. 19 overs, 3 for 39. I thought his spell after lunch was outstanding, and that sort of form, of course, is exactly why he's being recalled by the England selectors. Pick-up play. It's Philip Tufnell bowling to Nash, and in the commentary box, Dermot Reeve and Ian Smith.
Well, beaten. That was beautifully bowled, it really was. Let's watch the back foot here. Completely done, Deon Nash. And that's a beauty. An absolute cracker. It's gone nice and fine from PARORE, and that will be his 50. Tremendous effort from the New Zealand wicketkeeper batsman. It's been a tough fight, and slowly but surely with Deon Nash, he's pulling this around. 177 for 6. Big appeal here from Philip Tufnell, but I would imagine that Peter Willey has judged this to have hit the batsman just outside the line of off stump.
Yeah, good call, Ian. Nash going for the paddle and striking him just outside.
Well, that's well bowled again. Now, if there is a danger for Nash in particular, he's looking to cut the ball from Tufnell. That is just following him towards the stumps. Good bit of fielding. Graham Thorpe.
Well, he's had a great day. 3 catches. He's not at first slip to Philip Tufnell. He's at extra cover. This is a good diving stop to his left.
That might have come off the glove. It sounded as though there were 2 noises there.
I think it missed the glove completely, Richie. It hit him on the elbow of the other arm.
Oh, brilliant. That is lovely. It's wonderfully well bowled. He drew the batsman into the stroke. Leon Nash was trying to slash it away, possibly starting off to hit it down the ground, then found he was short of it. It spun away, and there's a brilliant catch at slip by the skipper.
I mean, that's the secret of his bowling. He gives you a wicket whenever you want it, and that's a beautiful catch by Nasser Hussain in the slips. Score is 189 for 7.
Oh, well done. 2 good catches for Nasser Hussain. First of all, he took the wide snick off Nash, and now he's removed Daniel Vettori. Nice piece of bowling too. Once again, it was flight. It produced the attempted drive from the batsman, and that is splendid bowling from Tufnell.
Fuller delivery, didn't turn. He just half-hearted drive, went straight to Nasser Hussain. Good catch by him. New Zealand are 191 for 8.
New batsman is Simon Dool, coming in at number 10. That's a beautiful stroke.
And that's good time. Not great timing, but certainly enjoyable for Dool, just to give it a little mow through wide mid-on.
That's the first runs off Philip Tufnell for 4.5 overs. It brings up the New Zealand 200.
Lovely stuff again, and see the way the ball dips at the last minute here. There's enough flight, and there's the dip. Batsman nowhere near it at all, but drawn into what looked in the end to be a ridiculous stroke, and drawn into it because of the class of the bowling. It's beautifully controlled sweep stroke. Always important to get down low, get the bat parallel with the ground, and all the PARORE did there was help it on its way. Well, it was a tempting ball, and it was very nicely put away. Just a little full from Phil Tufnell, but I'd like to see him enticing the batsman. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Well done. It's the second time I've had cause to say that today. Mark Butcher is the man at mid-wicket.
And this is one of the best pieces of the day. Once again, good piece of bowling. The drift, it just cramped Simon Dool up somewhat. He wasn't able to free the arms to the extent he wanted. And look at that catch. Mark Butcher at mid-wicket. He knew that was the area he'd looked to go. Philip Tufnell. Dool goes for 11, 2-11 for 9.
Jeff Allard is the new and the last batsman.
Alan Mullally's got the new ball in his hand now.
That was very well bowled. First ball with the second new ball. The batsman against whom he's bowling has made 72 and made them very well.
And movement again, the ball pitching on middle and off, nipping away.
And that is brilliantly done. Mullally, at long last, can raise a smile instead of a look of frustration. Reid has taken the catch, perfectly straightforward catch, but he had to get across quite a distance. Mullally has taken another wicket, and New Zealand are out for 226.
Well, this is the end of a very fine innings by Adam PARORE. Another tremendous delivery from Mullally, nipping across PARORE, a little edge through to Chris Reid.
Well, I think New Zealand will be pleased with that in the end from 104 for 6. That's a competitive score, 226. England will be mighty pleased too. They lost the toss this morning, and when Fleming chose to bat first, the bowlers responded extremely well. And there they are. 3 for 72, Mullally, reward for him at the end. 3 for 57, Caddick. He did very well on return to the side. 1 for 44, Tudor. 1 for 25, Butcher. And 3 for 22 from 17 overs for Philip Tufnell, who's with us in the studio. Look at the fall of wickets. 4 this morning, 2 in that afternoon session when New Zealand got back into the game with PARORE and Nash, and then the final 4 coming after tea. And the names of Tufnell, Tufnell and Tufnell are there in a row. Nash, Vettori and Dool. Alex Stewart. Nasser Hussain.
In front of square, through mid-wicket.